Hostel Rooms is an arts and mental health charity set up 5 years ago by Tim Shaw and Neve White, who are the co-founders, and they set it up after one of their close friends was sectioned and was in a mental health unit which they visited, and they found it to be really bleak and clinical and in places dilapidated. So since then we've worked with incredible, critically acclaimed artists from all over the country and internationally, and we're really pleased to just completed our 16th project, which is Northside House. For this project we've partnered with Norwich University of the Arts in a close collaboration that has been to do with research.
Because of Carl Rowe, a colleague at Norwich University of the Arts, I was aware of Hospital Rooms' work through Carl's work with them in Ipswich initially, and then I contacted Tim Shaw and Neve White to see if we could do a project in Norwich, and they had a connection at Northside House, so that's how the partnership and collaboration first came about.
When we first met, Hospital Rooms were incredibly sensitive to the challenges ahead. They worked beautifully with all the clinicians in creating the right atmosphere. That extended into the workshops.
The 6 artists are Dexter Dorwood, Naomi Harwin, Cara Hall, Carl Rowe, Jade Montserrat and Richard Wentworth. Each artist was informed by different aspects of the workshop and visit to Northside. Richard Wentworth, for example, took inspiration from The Mount, which is an outdoor workshop and garden space for Northside service users. Richard visited The Mount in the early summer months, and the patterns created by the light coming through the netting on the koi carp pond became the subject of his artwork.
I think one of the most exciting things for me about the project has been the involvement of service users throughout the project in various ways, both in the art workshops, in the discussions around their personal artwork which they've shared with members of the project team.
For me, the research has been such a vital part of the project. Working with Nicola Simpson from Norwich University of the Arts and creating this methodology has uncovered all of these amazing stories that we wouldn't have known before from doing interviews and focus groups with staff members. And I think all of these little stories just bring the whole project to life.
I think what this project has done is provide our staff, our service users particularly, with opportunities beyond anything they've ever had before, or probably anywhere else has ever had before. Because when you're detained, it's very difficult to know what to say, who you trust. But here's a space, here's an opportunity to find ways of expressing yourself. Creativity and art is such a special way to find words. The Carl Rowe B project, that incredible piece of the installation, the artwork that's come onto the ward, has transformed that space, that particularly in the communal area. It's striking, it's colourful, and the feedback has been that it has just generated discussion. People are talking about it, whether or not they like it or they don't like it. It's the curiosity, the artistic, creative curiosity.
The idea that I had in my mind was that working with collage would be quite liberating and quite playful as well. And the notion of sort of randomness of collage, I think, is quite revealing how curious associations happen when you start cutting and tearing paper and putting things together. It was interesting when we made the first visit, I had ideas of what I would do for a commission. The workshop completely threw that out the window, almost like a collage in itself. I was just stunned by the word "be unique." Spelt with Y-O-U, be unique. It's one word floated out as being so positive to be, almost in an existential way to be anything.
From that, it's really got people thinking outside the box a little bit. I think the colour on our male acute ward of bright pink is just fantastic, and it's been really embraced by our service users, so much so that they've even chose a football kit. The Cat and Kittens football kit is now pink. It's brought our service users and our staff together on an equal level, talking about something on an equal level. There's no them and us.
And I think this is just such a testament to the success of the project, the fact that service users were really watching closely the installations and talking to the artists and the team about, how to mask and how to paint and all these little fiddly things. So I think that's an incredibly poignant piece of feedback that we've got, and the project has just been a joy to work on from my point of view as well.
Romari Bearden, and his quote, "Memory embellishes life, forgetfulness makes it possible," I think relates very nicely to the work that I commissioned that I did for Northside House. An early working title for it was lacuna, this notion of a gap or something missing, and so I think that allows us to keep moving forward rather than being stuck in the past.
To have the opportunity to work with hospital rooms and take this monochrome world and do something really different is not only challenging to the system, it's challenging to the staff, and it's an amazing moment for the service users. The impact of the Hospital Rooms project has been to really seriously get us to think about what we do and how we do it and where we go in the future.
There's been a lot of kind of energy and generated from those conversations, and for me that's an indication of the ongoing value of the artwork within a forensic mental health unit like Northside House.